Hey, what's up, everybody? Episode 28. Thank you for joining me today. I want to start off today by saying I did not even know tech was red. Why? Because we killed it today. So yeah, if you get jealous or if you're just tuning in, you're going to get the recap today. You're going to find out how we killed it, why we killed it, and what's going on in my mind. And that's what I share with everybody. I'm here for one purpose only, okay? It used to be a lot of things. One purpose only is to make you a better trader. Whoever you are, 3 months in, 6 months in, a year in, I don't give a shit. $500, $500,000. Some people that trade with me are trading with $250,000. They had a killer day. One dude made 167% today. I'm going to show you my results today. My alert this morning, 177%, and I entered it 2 times. Okay, but let's talk about today real quick. Oh, no, sorry. I'm going to ask you for 30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds. Why do I do what I do? I'm the only one that does what I do. I go live. I talk live. I tell you about stocks. I tweet lessons all day. I'm here to share, and I don't charge anything. I charge $3.49 a week for my platform. And let me tell you why nobody else is doing this, because nobody else can do this. You have the YouTube gurus who talk about stocks, and they do clips of different stocks, and they're like, yeah, buy this, buy that. Everything's all pre-recorded, worked out. Nobody goes live. Jim Cromer goes live, pre-recorded stuff. It's all bullshit. Now, anybody else in my position that has this knowledge or this willingness to share, let me tell you why they're not doing it. They're retired with hundreds of millions of dollars. They were directors at different banks and hedge funds and things like that. They have hundreds of millions of dollars. I do what I do because there's a need for it. There's 30 million new traders out there, and I want you guys to learn. I beg you guys to learn. I plead with you. I repeat myself over and over again, these silly little lessons that help simplify trading. If I can simplify trading for you and make you a better trader, then you have no stress. We don't trade with emotion. What do we trade with? Math. There are certain rules which I teach on averaging down or entering into a position. You only enter into whatever position, stocks or options. 25% is your first buy, meaning if you have $4,000, your first purchase of stock or options will be $1,000. Then you average down when your stock is down 10% or your option is down 40 to 50%. You buy a second position, another $1,000. So anybody that gets in trouble with options, you're not following the rules. I just needed to say that. We also plan ahead. As soon as you buy an option, real important, this is the only thing you get from today. You buy an option for $400, one contract, $400. As soon as you buy it, you put in your sell order for $600 so you make 50%. We don't want to be stock watchers. There's no purpose to watching a stock spike and then go down and you're holding the bag. I teach a lesson about riding an elevator. You ride it up. You get out as damn close to the top floor as possible. You get max value. You're going to hear me say that a lot. I'm very repetitive. I talk about buying things on sale, planning ahead, not paying the bid or the ask, entering lower, and then there's the 10-minute rule. Yes, if you follow my alerts, 10 minutes after I alert it, usually the stock drops, you get in a better price than me. I'm going to show you some returns. We've got slides today. I'm going to talk about different stocks. I know a lot of you love AMC. I sold yesterday $18 and change. No, I'm not bragging about it. It hit $29 today. But what happened? I made a killing. I made 250%. But anybody that was in the stock today, I did a live broadcast at like 2 something when it hit $29 and change. I said, get the hell out. $29 for AMC? My movie theater looks closed. It's an AMC theater. So the point is, take your profit. You don't have to be an ape to make money. You can make money, get out. If it goes back down, get back in. Make money twice. I'm going to talk about position today. I made money twice. I made 133%, and then I got in it again. I made 80%, and I'm still riding it to tomorrow. I'm going to share that one. Riding it is great because it's Fisker, FSR. It was an alert this morning. I told you guys what I saw, and we jumped into it. I told you guys that follow me last night on my platform. I'm looking at that today. So anybody that was confused, you shouldn't have been. All right, what else did we do? Oh, real quick, anybody that's down about eBay tanked at the end of the day. Let me explain this real quick right now, okay? What happened with NNOX? It went down. What happened? We turned to profit. What happened with Plug, PLUG? It went down. What happened? We turned to profit. What happened with EH? It went down. What happened? We turned a profit. Do you guys see this? It's a repetitive nature. I can't call the bottoms, but I can tell you when there's demand in a stock. So anybody that's worrying, you know how to average down. You go out a week, you go out 2 weeks, you buy the same strike price, and you average down that way. You don't throw good money after bad money. All right. If it was Friday and expiring tomorrow, we're up the creek, you know? Oh, also NET. You guys were giving me grief on NET. What did it do? It went up like 3%, 4% today. NET. Yes, we bought yesterday on the dip. That's how we prepare. We buy the dip, we sell the peak. That's what we do. So let me see. I covered EH, NET, NOX, FSR, right? Oh, my favorite, UVXY. Now, what is the UVXY? I'll slow it down. It's the volatility index, okay? It's an ETF, an exchange traded fund. So people that go, this stock's going to rebound, it must be at a bottom, right? UVXY. It's not a stock. It's an exchange traded fund. It will continue to go down as the volatility in the market stabilizes. We know there's inflation. The markets are stable. There's no 400-point dips or 400-point increases. The volatility goes down. The VIX goes down, okay? There's no riots in the Capitol. There's no outbreak of influenza. There's nothing like that. The VIX goes down. The UVXY goes down. They did a 10-for-1 reverse split, right? So your $5 puts became $50 puts. The stock or the ETF, which is $4, became $40. I told you it was going down. I said it was going to $360 by Friday. Guess where it is? $350. It's $35, but basically $350. So yeah, I told you that one too. Oh, lastly, you know why we're having such a great day today? So the market was red, okay? The Dow was up 200 and something points. It went down to like 100 points, and we're killing it. Why are we killing it? We're planning ahead for the best entry, but that's not it. It's a stock picker's market, meaning the stocks I give you that I see volume and demand, and that's what I do. If you're new to watching me and you're like, who is this dude? I found him on Webull, Instagram, Facebook. I don't care how you found me. Thank goodness you found me. You found me from YouTube? Excellent. I'm actually speaking to you. Yes. So you found me on YouTube. That's great. But let me tell you, I see demand. I see volume. I track it. And when I do, I send an alert out. Okay. What does that mean? When you have demand and you have volume, they meet. And that's when your stocks spike and peak and you're looking for 10%. Now, back in the day, stocks didn't move like this. So the fact that I can analyze this and tell you guys, that's why I'm here. It's almost like I see it like a computer. And I understand how hedge funds and institutions trade because I used to play for their side. I left finance for like 20 years, but I used to be the best at manipulating stocks. I have other videos to watch. I'll talk about options real simple. I dropped a video a week ago. I talk about how I manipulated stocks for one of these hedge funds. They would give me $10 million. I can force any stock down. Any stock you're in saying, oh yeah, you couldn't do that. I could rip that stock a new one. Okay. The point is, I don't do that. I play for your team now. I play for this side. Why? Because you guys need help. If you're losing money in the market, who's making money? The institutions. So there's a pandemic, we're all poor, and the institutions are robbing you blind. That is why I am here. I am here to change the way you guys trade. I want to get 1 million followers. Why? Because we're going to disrupt the way institutions trade. So if you're in Gamestop or AMC, you can understand that mentality. 1 million people trading the right way, looking for the best entry, not chasing, buying the dips and having a strategy of when to exit. So you do that. Not to mention, we see a stock that's manipulated to the wrong side. We go on that. We reverse that shit. We're all making money. I mean, people on my platform are killing it. They think 100% return is customary. It's not. We're just killing it for like 5 straight weeks. Yes, you see the same shit every day. I've shot 28 of these episodes. Go back. Watch any one. They're all basically the same. Episode 14, I tell you how to get out of your shitty stock position and into a good options position. Save your thing. Episode 17 is good. Episode 8. Episode 3, I simplify options. So watch 3, watch my options video. Okay? I'm trying to help. We make express videos. So notice, Monday, I made an express video about EH. What happened on Tuesday? It spiked. I made a Tuesday express video about NNOX. What happened on Wednesday? It spiked. I made an express video. I was talking about NET yesterday. What happened today? It spiked. If I were going to make a video, I would probably talk about eBay to see if it spiked, but I don't want to do that. We're going to talk about other positions. I'm done with this one. Let's see if I have anything else. Oh, patience, real quick. Anybody that follows my platform, since I started giving the alerts for options, okay? People say there's transparency, there's alerts. Transparent. I show you all of my trades. The alerts for my platform, I want them to all be 100% positive. So let me tell you, going into this, I have 50 wins, 50 trades that are positive, 15 that are losing trades, right? I'm trading at 77% of my alerts are perfect. All right, 77%. It's off the chart. In Vegas, they would throw me out of the casino. So I'm not touting myself. I'm saying $3.49. You sign up. You can look at my spreadsheet. You can look at the history. We've got a community. It's not me. I'm not the platform. Everybody's the platform. We help each other. But I'm not touting everybody to help each other. Anyway, okay, let's see if I have anything else. Patience, okay? I wanted to tell you guys patience. What else we got real quick? I told you that. Why am I different? I told you that, guys. All right. Let's go to some slides today. We're moving quick. I want to get to a lot of questions today. We have a lot of people. I know you guys have questions. It's important that I help you out of some positions. Okay, NNOX. For example, you guys are beating me up. NNOX was beaten up. What did we do on this? Oh, we turned 50% profit? No, I turned better than 50%. Let's go to the next slide. Again, we sell at the peak. Yes, 86%. Much better than 50%. all of my trades do not return 100%. First of all, anybody that follows my alerts, we all pick our exit point. So I explained earlier about planning ahead. What do? You buy an option for $1. As soon as you buy it for $1, you go and you put an order to sell it at $1.40. Okay? What does that mean? It means if it sells, you just made 40%. So I buy this at $1, I sell it at $1.86. I just made 86%. I don't get caught watching the screen. If NNOX spikes, which it did, I made a perfect exit. Always have a strategy. Let's go to the next slide. I'm going to show you. It's a consistent thing. What is this? Oh, net. Yes, so NET. You guys are giving me a hard time. I'm telling you, I see demand. I circle where I see demands, and I tell you this could take off. And what happens to NET? Let's go to the next slide. I don't know how it ends out. Oh, shit, there it is. 65% NET return. And that's not even the best. It finished today even higher. So, yes, I could have probably got 100% on that. And again, I'm not telling myself. It's a stock picker's market. I am a stock picker. I track volume. I share what I see, and we crush it on my platform. 83% crushed it yesterday. All right, and I'll show you. I love numbers. Next slide, please. I'm losing my voice. All right, FSR. This was an alert from this morning. What did I get? 145%. So I sold this position at 133%, and then it dipped back down. And I told everybody, oh, it just dipped back down. I bought more options at $39 per option, or 39 cents. Guess what happened after I alerted it? It went to 30 cents, meaning people got it 9 cents cheaper, which is like, what, 30% cheaper than me. And what am I up on my second position? I think I'm up like 70%. So anybody that got on board, and we're carrying it over till tomorrow. Why? Because I told you guys I have a vision, and sometimes I have numbers that come to me. $14.19. That what Fisker is going to be at some point tomorrow. $14. I mean, it's weird. I just have these visions. All right, next slide, please. That's Fisker. All right, what do we do? Yes, so after I sold my first position for 133%, what did I do? The same thing I tell you guys. We can enter the same position. We sell at the peak. We buy at the dip. So I sold at the peak, right? And then I thought 39 cents was the dip, but it wasn't. It went down to 29 cents or 30 cents. The point was I was buying the dip again. I was taking the same position, and instead of riding it up in an elevator and riding it down, I got off at the top floor and I got on, not at the bottom floor, but I got on at like the 5th floor. Not at the bottom, but I'm riding it up back up. I'm probably on like the 12th floor now. Next slide. So we're killing it. Anybody that followed alerts. Okay, so I showed you guys at Fisker 1305. Again, I point this out to my platform. I'm teaching people. I said there was just massive sell-offs for 2 hours straight, but volume was so light. So do not be surprised if the same people that pushed it up in the beginning of the day are buying at the end of the day. And that's exactly where Fisker finished. Anybody? 1361, 1362. That was higher than any of these peaks. 1360. I mean, we're crushing it. Next slide, please. Yeah, we already did this. Okay, so I was telling you guys why I thought it would go, because somebody bought 500,000 shares or 5 million shares, something substantial. And the point was, I wouldn't be surprised the way institutions trade, because I know how they trade, if somebody else buys a large position. And that's why I think it'll go up. Let's go to the next slide. Let's pass this stock by. Again, I planned ahead. So when it spikes right here, I sold my options. I don't know. I forgot my percent. I think I made like 70 something percent. It wasn't my best call, but it was pretty good for a stock that looked like it was beaten up. Next slide, please. We voted yesterday. So we voted yesterday how everybody did. Now, keep in mind, yesterday, what was the market? The market ended up, the tech was off 20 points yesterday, and I think the Dow was maybe down yesterday. Maybe tech was up 20 points. Point was, yesterday was a shitty day. Today was a shitty day. So how the hell are we crushing it? Every day you see me come on live and say how we're crushing it, because we plan in advance, we plan smart, and we execute. All right? It's okay to know what you want to do, but it's the execution. All right? You put in a price, whatever it is, your stock's at $12. You put in a price. I'm going to buy that stock at $11.20 if it goes down. If it doesn't, you don't buy the stock. If it goes down and then it goes back up, guess what? You're up 4%. You'd have to, with options, you're up 40% or 50%. That's how all my plays are good. It's all about entry point, having a strategy, and planning ahead. And I know it sounds simple, but I am simple. I charge $3.49 to join my platform. You get my alerts, you get everything else. Now, there are lifetime members. For $800, you become a lifetime member. You trade with me forever, and you get a 30-minute session with Matt. There are like 20 people that signed up. I've done a couple of them. I'm going to shoot a video about one. Let's go on to the next slide. I don't want to talk about it. It's not a commercial. No one. Oh, this dude was down $3,000, and within 2 weeks, he's now down $1,700. Yes, he's down $1,700, but I charge him $3.49. He's learning to be a better trader. That's what it's about, becoming a better trader. I don't care what you're trading with. We have people. I told you how much they're trading with. I told you their experience. Let's go next slide. There are people on Wall Street that follow me. So that was the other slide. Let's get rid of that one too. There are people on Wall Street that follow me. There are people from Morgan Stanley. There's at least one hedge fund that follows me. Now, it doesn't mean they trade with my information, but they follow me. They get my alerts. They get my lessons. They understand what's going through my mind when I talk about the psychology of trading. So who are they? They might not even tell their company that they're working for that they're following me. They might be like, hey, boss, I've got an idea. What about NNOX? It looks really good. Look at this demand. Yeah, where'd you hear it from? Me. So other people come on and they only shoot videos. So they have a YouTube following. Chris Sane, 500,000. He shoots a video. He tells you his position, and you either follow it or you don't follow it. It either makes money or it doesn't. He doesn't come to you live. He doesn't give you insight on the market. I mean, if he does, I'm shocked. And other people say, oh, you do Discord. I'm not about a group setting. I'm about sharing what I'm seeing. I share the vision. I share the volume. I share what I'm seeing. I tell you guys, I don't tell you to get into a stock or out of a stock. I don't say, buy this, buy this. I don't tout a stock, pump and dump. That is not me. And I don't want to be thought of in that way. I would never do that. I hate leading back holders, which is why I tweet publicly sometimes. And my followers, my platform members get upset at me. Oh, you just shared this with public. Why would you share that in public? Because I don't want someone stuck with a bag. If somehow they got insight that I was buying into something and I like something, then I don't want anybody getting stuck. You know how it sucks to hold bags? You guys tell me, lesson real quick. You tell me that you have some bags from other gurus, other people you followed, other stocks you had an interest in. You average down and they're down even further. Great. Watch episode 14. But that's not my point. My point is I teach a lesson about stepping out of shit, okay? You're stuck in shit. You look at your foot. It's covered in shit. You step out of shit. You turn your loss into a profit. Somebody told me today, UVXY, they're holding shares of this stock. It's not a stock, it's an ETF, but they're holding shares until it explodes past 30 again, but they meant like past like 300. It's not happening. World War III isn't coming. I told him, I teach a lesson, step out of shit. So sell it, take the loss, start over, whatever you have left, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 300. I don't care. We have a platform member who went from 13,000. She blew up her account. Sorry, love. I used you yesterday, down to under $1,000 within 2 weeks, 9,700. I mean, she's killing it. She probably killed it today too. Anyway, I want to get to questions real quick. We're going great today. Everybody's tuning in. So yes, I'm not touting myself as anybody different, but please don't think of me like other gurus. I'm only here to help and teach. We're built our own platform. It takes time. We're developing it. You guys are great. Oh, please pay this forward. If you like this video, first time you're seeing me, second time, just share it with someone. Be like, this dude is kind of transparent. I mean, I tell you like it is. I mean, even if I'm upset about something, I'll tell you. I get depressed. If I give out an alert and it goes down, I get depressed. Let me tell you how stressful it is having to be right every day or try and be right and give lessons and then answer questions on the side. It's a lot of pressure. So when I say something like that, I'm not talking to anybody in particular. I'm not upset at anybody. I'm just letting you know. You know, I feel all of you. All of you are inside of me, and I'm trading for all of you, and that's why it's special. We're family, so you are connected to me, whether you like it or not. Let's answer some questions. Pay it forward. Share this link. Matt, huge jump in S&P, mega buys and ARK ETF and related stocks. Also, I don't watch CNBC at all. Good. You don't have to watch CNBC at all. Huge jump in the S&P. Who cares? You know why? Because we trade specific stocks. We look for the right stocks, the right value. We have a strategy of where we think we're going in and out. Roadblocks, right? I made 42% of Roadblocks. I sold it at $92. It's $96 today. Doesn't matter. Party, I made like 45% on Party. I sold it at $10. It's under that. Doesn't matter. We have an exit strategy. We execute, and we don't give a shit anymore. Oh, SASXC. When it popped 43% yesterday. What did we do? We sold it off Matt's alert. $2.90 at the high. It's back at $2.42. So what do? We saved 50 cents. 50 cents is 20%. You saved 20% on that position. So if you had $4,000 worth of stock, guess what? You saved $800. It's about adding up. Everything adds up. You're grinding. Okay, ARK, ETF. I don't care about ARK. I don't care about Kathy. She makes dumb choices. She sold Virgin Atlantic. It went up. She buys other stuff. She probably owns too much Tesla. I don't want to talk about her. She hasn't reached out to me yet. I shouldn't reach out to her. Next question, please. All right, what are my thoughts on Bitcoin? I couldn't even tell you where we're at Bitcoin right now because I got off crypto. When crypto got so volatile, right? I sold all my crypto and I announced it like a couple of weeks ago. Then it fell 20%. Then it fell 40%. Then it rebounded. I picked up 20% on one of those rebounds. But Bitcoin, I like Bitcoin. So I can talk about Bitcoin real quick. Bitcoin is going past 100,000, 120, 150. Why? We've already mined 18.5 million Bitcoin. There's only 21 million mined. So we've mined 82%. Point is, if you break a dollar into pennies, 82 pennies have already been mined. We're only mining 18 pennies left. The point is, Bitcoin's out there. It's a great way to transfer money, mostly illegally. These gaming sites, overseas transactions, it's hard to track. People say, oh, well, I can track it, whatever. No, you can't. You can't get into anybody's wallet. It's uncrackable. If people lose their Bitcoin, it's probably their fault. So what do you say about Bitcoin pricing? There's supply and demand. So where's Bitcoin at? 38,500. Yeah, it's going up. I mean, okay, so what you have to pay attention is if you want to track Bitcoin, there are sites like Coinbase or some crypto sites that you get online for free, and they tell you about Bitcoin options. Right now, it's $1 billion industry, multi-billion dollar, and they expire every Friday. And so far, they've been pretty damn accurate. When Bitcoin was at 60,000, they said Bitcoin was going between 54 and 57 that week. And I said, no, I wouldn't be surprised if it spikes to 61. But they were correct. Then they said Bitcoin was going down. They didn't say how far. And obviously the drop exceeded what they said. But please, just Google that stuff. Be like, you'll find it online. Bitcoin. So I like it. Yeah, I would be buying Bitcoin if I wasn't crushing it in the stock market. I'm staying away from crypto. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next question. By the way, thank you everybody for joining me. Any thoughts on OBLN? Yeah, I'm going to look those up. I don't know that. I do know OBLN kind of moved one day, and then some people asked me about it. And for that, that's like a meme stock. Anytime you have a stock that moves like 20% or higher, I'd be careful on that. So let's look OBLN. And just so you guys know, I use Webull for this, and I simplify it. I just use the same charts you guys look at. I look at the 5-day chart, and I look at the 1-month chart. So I'm looking at the 5-day chart. 5-day chart looks okay. It's kind of averaging, meaning it's hovering. There's no direction right now. I think you have limited downside. So OBLN, limited downside. Your upside could be $1.40, which would be about 40%. Now, you need some type of catalyst or spike or volume. You haven't seen volume for at least, 3 days. So let me go to the 1-month chart and tell you what I see. Yes, so there was volume. Every time there's any type of volume for this, the stock will spike. So as long as you have, it looks like you might only need a couple weeks. If there's a spike again in volume, which there seems to be every second week, this will probably spike past $4, which is a good return. It'd be at least 30%, 40%. OBLN, if I had the stock, I'd be holding it. So this portion, if you don't have questions to get help out of a stock, I'll actually tell you if I would either someone gives me 100 shares, whether I would actually hold it or sell it. And I'll tell you why. All I do is look at charts. I look at the 1-month chart. I look at the 5-day chart, okay? Okay, so NEGG, Newegg. We've all bought computers from Newegg online. I like the company. So there was a spike in volume May 19th. Other than that, volume is so dead on this. So, yeah, I wouldn't be into this stock. It could move, but volume's so light that if I was a manipulator, I could push the stock. If somebody decided to short this stock, I could probably push the stock back to $7. Okay, it's 1073, meaning I could kill 40% of its value with like $5 or $7 million. Traded today, 500,000 shares traded at $10. So $5 million, I could push the stock down to $7. It would be ridiculous. So yes, I'd be very careful in stocks like that. Anytime a stock can be manipulated, that's a problem. Anytime there's too large a float, say there's like 500 million shares for your stock, it's harder to go up. If your stock goes up $4, that means your stock value of your company is going up like billions of dollars. So if if you look at the book value of your company, and a lot of these things, you can just click on it, and it tells you your company's worth $4 billion, and you say to yourself, could this be worth, $8 billion? Could it double? There are companies that are worth $56 billion, like Coinbase. You're saying it's going to double? Coinbase is not worth $128 billion. I don't care. It's not. All right, next question, please. You guys get that, though. So low floats, I get sometimes you guys like low floats, and some of these gurus are like, oh, this one's going to pop, short squeeze, blah, blah, blah. Short squeeze rarely happens. You know why AMC is going up? Because you people are buying it and holding it, supply and demand. If there's less supply and more demand, it's going up. I'm not telling you it's a bad thing. I heard even Kramer said, good for you guys. Keep buying it, selling it, holding it. When Kramer gets on something, I get out. Kramer, he's the biggest jinx. If he likes your stock, going down. If he doesn't like your stock, it's probably going up. AT&T, where's that? Above 30? I'm going to look real quick. He hated AT&T, right? He just said it the other day, and I said I'd be buying it like $29 and change. Where's AT&T? ATT. Is that not it? No, obviously I'm an idiot. All right, I have no clue. Let's do space. Nope. Okay, I don't know ATT. Maybe someone could share it with me. All right, next question, please. I didn't mean to take up time. I just share with you guys what goes on through my mind. So, yeah, Kramer's an idiot. Oh, we have a green question coming up soon. Green questions mean if you don't think your question is going to be asked or you're late to the session and you want to tip $2, $3, $5, whatever it is, we'll get to your question right away. It's pretty cool. We don't do that all the time. Plus, I only charge $3.49. So everything goes back into the platform. Carlos and I don't pay ourselves. What do? We build a platform, we build an app, and then we hire someone new to fix it so it talks to itself, so we don't always have to do Twitter. I love you guys, and everything we do is for this platform, and my vision is to grow it to 1 million people and disrupt the institutions. So again, if you like that vision, share it. I want to disrupt. Everything we do is organic. I don't spend money on advertising. Everything I do is for you guys and for myself. I love this. I love talking about stocks. Matt, you are a UVXY guru. I have to say, thanks for getting me out of the calls. Oh my God, you were in calls and shares. That's right. I remember. Yes. It would have been terrible. You were waiting for the crash. I only speak from experience. So I spent a month telling people before it was like August of last year how the market was going to crash. It was too frothy, blah, 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 blah. And you know what I did every day? I lost like $2,000 for like a week straight before I realized the UVXY goes down, and you don't have to be first there. If there is going to be a spike in the UVXY, say the markets are going to fall off a cliff, we're going to know it first. You're going to see it the first day. Inflation is going to spike 10 points or something like that. We're going to see it the first day. They're going to talk about it. People aren't going to sell the first day. So when we get involved, we're going to kill it. Thank you so much for your question. I appreciate it. Next question, please. Love it today. I can't believe the market was red, though. Imagine if the market was green. We would just be crushing it. It's amazing. Please pay this forward, share with someone. All right, my portfolio is small, literally starting with $200, trying to build it up. eBay just hurt your baby portfolio. Okay, Jeff. Unfortunately, you couldn't jump into that eBay option because why? You only have $200. The option, I believe, costs, what did it cost? Like $105 or something like that, $100. You can't average down. You need to buy one option. If it goes down 40%, you buy two options. If that goes down another like 40% on average, you buy four options. You don't have enough money. You have to follow the rules, Jeff. Please, you're okay to buy stock. You're okay to like trade with a UVXY. Why? Because that's a stable thing. The way you're trading your eBay option, we only gave ourselves a week. That's not part of the strategy. Part of the strategy is long-term option plays. It's on my platform. We buy in or at the money. We always give ourselves more time. So eBay, that was me. Okay, next question. I can't. We talk about averaging down. You have to go out week. Matt, it's funny trying to explain UVXY and Webull. They think it's a stock. Yes, exactly. As long as the market is stable, it's good. If you think the market is going to crash and you think the president's going to speak, the UVXY might spike or something like that. That's what happens when the market crashes. UVXY. If we have a gas problem again, if there's a tornado or a tropical storm and it rips across the U.S. and like power's out in Texas and in New York and there's flooding someplace, yes, it'll spike off the charts. It'll go to like 100 and something. It's at like 35 now, but it'll go to like 150. But you're gonna know about it first. All right, next one, please. Yeah, they think it's a stock. It's crazy. You are. So let me tell you a story about Ellie real quick. One day, a couple of weeks ago, she reached me out on the side and said, your alert's on fire. I'm up 78%. And I said to her, please tell me you planned ahead and put in your order to sell. And she said, I did not. And then I looked back, and then her profit was only 48%, and then it went to 15%, and then 3%. The great news is today she posted under our Twitter account that she made 250% on one of my trades. 250%. It was like a 1 or 2 day trade. She got out of the hospital today. She planned ahead. She put in the sell price. It got executed. She made 250. She didn't text me or call me and say, Matt, look, I'm up 250%. We don't watch. Really important. Whoever you are watching right now, we don't watch our stocks or positions. If we plan on selling it that day, we know in advance what we want. We want 40%, 80%, 100%. We put in the order, and then we can watch the stock. Oh, it's getting close. It's almost spiking. Oh, it's getting real close to my price. That's exciting. Yes, I get that. But watching it and then trying to type in your order, and by the time you type it in, not only did it spike, but it went back down, you're killing yourself. It's about profit. You understand that, right? You're not here to like watch a sports game. You're here to make money. Stop with the bullshit. Next question, please. What's up, Romeo? Just wanted to say Carlos and me are doing fantastic. Let the haters say. Okay, so it's not. Thank you so much, man. I can't believe you paid to say that. You're awesome. So yeah, I'm not upset at people. What I want to explain to people is me. There's just a lot of stress. All right. Imagine if I was only 50%. Like I would give you guys 4 picks and 2 were money makers and 2 weren't money makers. That would be terrible. I'm trading at 77% of my alerts. My options alerts alone, 77%. And my options returns are like what? 100% on average, 129, 177. Tesla, 276. Yes, I returned 6% on Tesla once because it's dangerous. You get out, you make money. Oh, anybody that's new here, what do? We do the same thing. We make money and we get out. We go in and we make money and we get out. We're no bag holders. We're in a bullish market, but be smart. Nothing goes straight up. If your shit spikes, sell it. Plan in advance. Next question. Dude, Romeo, you're awesome. Romeo's been, I think, with me for a long time. Carlos is giving Matt a Bruce Willis vibe. No, I do that myself. You know who someone said I look like? John Travolta, when he shaved his head like that. There. Is that good? Here we go. All right, next question, man. That's awesome. Can you talk through my psychology of staying in a position? I get nervous about NNOX and selling for a small loss. Okay, so when I look at a stock, this is for everybody. Real quick, real simple, and I'll explain the psychology behind it. Look at the 1 month chart, okay? You're going to see the small bars at the bottom of the screen. It's either going to show you red for outflow or green for inflow, all right? They have the chart at the beginning of the day. So at 10 a.m., I already know if there's more demand. I don't care if the stock's up or down, but if there's more inflow than outflow, even if the stock's down, I know it's going to change. So when I tell you that I'm sure about a certain stock because I know there's demand, that's what I'm looking at. I'm keeping it simple. But let's talk about the psychology of trading. When you're in a stock and wherever it is on the chart, you have to think with institutions, and I only talk about institutions and hedge funds because they have the big money players. It's not you or I that's going to move a stock. It's when somebody thinks it's at the bottom and there's value, they'll push it higher. They don't push stocks higher. Institutions don't have FOMO. They don't chase stocks. It's all about percentage gain. So when I teach you guys how to trade, it's about teaching you guys to trade like institutions. It's about teaching you guys to trade without emotion. Have a plan, have a strategy, and execute. You're not a damn computer, but you can enter the numbers like a computer. So that's basically what it is. Psychology of trading. Am I going to be buying the stock? Who's going to be buying the stock? It looks like it's going down. There are big sell orders in, blah, 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 blah. We always think about who's buying the stock. Next question. Good question. Paper hands suck, but that means you were just trading light on the account. You probably had like over 50% of your position in one position in NOx. So if it doesn't turn around, you're screwing yourself. You're going to blow up your account. So everybody, a lot of people blow up their accounts. Even people that follow me and I've been on fire, you could blow up your account. You just do the wrong position and you average on the wrong way. This might be a question like that. Matt, I got eBay, 61 strike for June 11th. Do you think I should add to it or let it ride? Okay, yeah. June 11th, you're fine. You have 2 weeks. So whatever your position is, as soon as it goes down 40 or 50%, you buy 2 more contracts. If you bought 1, you buy 2. Whatever you spent on the initial purchase, that's what you spend the second time. So you spent $500 the first time buying 1 or 2 contracts or 4 contracts, whatever it is. The next time you buy 500 contracts and you spend the same amount of money. If you average out, that's fine. And you have enough money to do it 3 or 4 times. That's how we average down. You buy yourself more time. Your options expire tomorrow, let's just say, and it's shit, but you think this company's going to do well, the stock's going to do well. You buy June 18th calls. I talked about Plug. When Plug was down at $20, what did we do to be safe? I bought out till September. It's all on my spreadsheet. Plug calls in September. Neo calls in September. Delta calls for September. Carnival calls for September. I'm killing it. These option positions are up like hundreds of percent. And I have 4 more months. What happens when Carnival's like $55 in September? Yeah, I made like 800%. And I'm just sitting here. I don't even have to do anything. I don't watch Carnival on a daily basis. So anybody that's new or you want to be safe with options, go out till September. Go out till November. Somebody new, Russ, got started with it yesterday. I said to him, just buy a November option. A November option. He paid like $1,300. I forgot what the stock was. Oh, it was NET. He's probably killing it. It went up 3% today. He's probably up like 20%. The point is, it's safe. He didn't know what he was doing. It's safe. Next question, please. Okay, GRWG. I don't know the stock. So this is the other thing. Unlike other people, I don't know the stock. I look at charts, I look at the demand, and I tell you what I think. Now, this question is specific. Now, Grow Generation, is that a weed stock? Because we all know what I think about weed stocks. I smoke a lot of weed, but I don't like weed stocks. Grow Generation, there was heavy demand last 2 to 3 days. Yeah, you're probably good. I see the movement. Okay, so I'm looking at the 1 month chart. What am I looking at? The last 3 days, there were 2 heavy inflow demands, and today was an outflow. Now, what happens? After you get 2 heavy inflows where you go up 15%, there's something called consolidation. So anytime you're in a stock, this is good for anybody. You're in a stock, and it goes up 30%, and it's at 3:50 p.m., and you say to yourself, do I want to buy? Do I want to hold the bag till tomorrow, or do I want to sell and take profit? You want to sell and take profit. Why? If your stock is up 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, here's what you want to do. They're going to consolidate, meaning it's still a good stock. It'll probably go back up, but it consolidates at a level. It finds a new baseline. So instead of $37, this stock consolidated at $42. So it's going to sit at $42 for a day or 2, and then it's going to go up from there, and it'll probably go to $45. So yes, you probably have another 10% ride to the upside by June 4th. All right, $45, $46. It's $42 right now. Everybody got the symbol? Next question, please. This is what I do. You want to ask? Step in shit, look at your feet, step out of shit. Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. We were going to make that the tagline, but that's not a real question. But I love that you're paying attention. I mean, it's a great one. All right, next question. Yeah, we're getting gear for $349 also. I'm making some hats and some shirts. Right now, it's only going to be lifetime members, but hopefully I'll wear a cool gear or something like that. I just sold my UVS for a loss. Enough is enough. Thanks, Matt. But how'd you sell it for a loss? Oh, because your calls. Oh, your call options. Yeah, call. Yeah, you're on the wrong side of that. Okay, you're holding TTD. Oh, that's Trade Desk. Now, Trade Desk was a monster for a while. It went from, I think, 600 up to like 800, and I thought this thing just goes up, and that's all it does, and then it fell off the face of the earth. This chart looks awesome. So you're holding $570. Oh, so you're going in the money. They're expiring. Yeah, this is perfect. And comment on profit taking tomorrow morning or holding till next week. Okay, perfect. I thought you were going to have an issue. I love when you guys pick your own stocks and profitable. So I love this stock. TTT, it fell off the face of the earth. You know what? I should add it to my watch list because this chart looks great. Even when there's no demand, which there hasn't been, since it fell off the face of the earth, even on days where there's outflow is greater than inflow, this stock goes up. The chart looks like this. It looks like a perfect chart. TTT. So anybody, I would hold on to it. You're up 100%. No, the chart looks fantastic. I would totally hold TTD options through at least a couple more days. I mean, but again, remember this. You can sell the option. If you see the stock going down and you're up 100%, you can sell the option and be up 150%. Put in your position 150. If it sells and executes and it drops back down to where you're only up 100%, if you still own the option, you could buy it again. Own the same position. You get what I'm saying? Own the same position. Sell at the peak, buy at the dip. Next question. You're doing great. That's a great position. NNOX, how high do I think it can go? I don't even need to look. Okay, what are we talking? End of the year? End of the year, I think it'd be a $90 stock. So anybody that doesn't know NNOX, N-N-O-X, what they are is they make three-dimensional x-rays. It happened during COVID. I thought they were bullshit. There was an Israeli company. That's not a problem. The point is, I was like, who can make three-dimensional x-rays, and that machine's going to cost a lot of money? And it's true, and they do. And the stock went from 60 to like 80, and then back to 60, 50, 40, 30, $20. Yes, there's interest at $20. So right now it's like $28. It's on sale. The stock's on sale. It should be $35, $38, $40. And when it gets moving, it's good. Just like AI, right? Artificial intelligence company, AI, it's undervalued. Once it gets moving, it's going to move. And I was right about D-Dog. I was right about Net. I was right about STX. STX was 75. Then it went to 104. That's Seagate Technologies. They make microchips. All right, next question. Yeah, it's going to go higher. I don't know this stock. BLFS. Okay, you bought it 31. Okay, so BLFS BioLife. Okay. Okay, well, the chart looks okay. It fell off a cliff at 35. It reconciled at like under $29. It seems that there's demand. Someone's supporting it after hours. It's at $33.25. Oh, great. I love when you guys aren't losing money. I'm so used to all these questions where it's like you're just getting rocked by like 40%, and I'm trying to figure out how to save your account. So, yeah, Joe, this is perfect, man. I like the 3-month chart looks great. However, if I'm looking at it right now, and I'm going to be honest with you, your chart has spikes and dips like that. Right now, your chart is spiking. So I'd be very careful. Your stock went up close to 4% today. It looks like it's going to dip at some point. I wouldn't say it's going to dip tomorrow, but I would be careful. It's good to secure a profit. If you get a spike to like 36, sell it and then buy it back at 33 again. Why? Even in stock, you're going to increase your portfolio 10%. If you sell something and it recoups down 10%, retracts, then you're saving that. You buy the same position. You had 100 shares, you buy 110 shares going forward. And that way, when you're right again, you make more money. Do that 10 times. Guess what? Make 10%, increase your portfolio 10 times. You're going to double your portfolio. You're trading a small account, $500. You only have stock, 50 shares of a $10 stock. You sell it at 11. You let it retract. You buy it at 10. You do that 10 times. You're going to double your account. The stock can still be between 10 and 11 as long as you learn about the stock. I teach a lesson to my followers. It's on my platform. Know a stock like your family. So meaning I know how a stock trades. Maybe it was Win Casino last year. I traded 83 times and I made 2,500% on it. Just the stock, not options. Point is, it went up to 72 to 85. I sold it. Go back to 74. I bought it. Go up to 80. I sold it. Back to 76. I mean, back and forth. Do the same thing over and over again. Next question, please. Awesome, awesome stock. All right, please ignore it. It's off topic. You receive 5, 10, nothing about sports. Okay, well, you're following my platform. I can help you, but we're not going to talk about that right now. I do sports, and sports, it's the same way about trading. We entered at 25%. I can't talk about sports right now, but that's a whole nother topic. I can make a whole YouTube video on it. Next, okay, OCGN. I saw there was movement today. And I know we spoke about this yesterday, and somebody said, good news, bad news, what news? And somebody was shorted, and I said, please get rid of your puts. It looks like there was support last night. And let me tell you, the stock, there definitely looks like support. It looks like it looks pretty good right now. 56 million traded today, up 13%. Now, when it was up 10%, I almost alerted it. But I don't want to make bag holders. The worst thing you could do is chase a stock. Anybody that's looking at OCGN thinking it might ride up to $15, it might. But you should have got in at $7.70, not $8.70. So I will not be supporting this stock. I wish you well on it, and it looks like it has support 2 days in a row. But it only takes one person or one bad news to sell off, and it'll be at $6. So yes, OCGN looks great, but not with my money. Next question, please. Will the market sell off tomorrow for the 3-day weekend? I don't know. What do you think? I'm a contrarian. So what I think is the opposite. If there was going to sell off tomorrow, here's okay, psychology of trading. Here you go. Ready? If the market was going to sell off tomorrow, why would they wait until tomorrow? Why wouldn't they have sold off today? When the market dipped hard at like 12:30, if it was going to sell off, why wouldn't they have just let it sell off? Why wouldn't they sell into the 12:30? If people wanted to think that the market is going to be manipulated down at 12:30, you could just force it down. Just sell all your holdings. At the end of the day, if you wanted to sell off, just sell off. I mean, they don't do that because the market's probably not going to be sold off tomorrow. We're in a bullish trend. It's a stock pickers market. I mentioned that twice already on this broadcast. Stock pickers market, you have to be very selective. There are stocks like Jumia, JMIA, split $30 today. Plug, when even PLUG is beaten up, it looks good. Delta Airlines, even when the Dow dropped, Delta held. Carnival, looking good. UAL, which is not my favorite, but it looks good. Again, these are stocks. AMC spiked to 29. I don't like it anymore. I don't like GameStop either. I just can't play around with those meme stocks. Next question, please. I don't know why I started talking about it. Matt, what do I think about KO? Like boxing? Like I could KO you? No, you're probably talking about Coke. I look for returns. I think Coke offers dividends. I look for instantaneous gratification. So anybody that likes seeing money right away, great. Anybody that might like a longer-term investment, yeah, Coke might be a play. I'm going to look at the chart, so I'm going to tell you. The point is, Coke's not going to spike 5% in one day. You're not going to buy options on Coke and return 50% from this morning or 177% like I did. So, yeah, let's look at Coca-Cola. Sorry, and then they have Coca-Cola bottling. Plus, huge volume today, huge demand. They probably had news. It went up a whole 0.84%. So, yeah, the chart looks great. And if it peaks someplace, let me look at the 3-month chart and tell you what your max value might be. You might actually get $2 in 3 months. So you might get 4% in 3 months. So if you're a long-term investor or you just want your money more secured, sure, you can go into Coke, but I wouldn't even buy it now. It looks like it's spiking. You already missed like $1, and $1 to a stock that doesn't move like that is like, what, 10%? I mean, 20%, right? Right? Yeah, it's $1, 20, no, 10, whatever, 2%. Sorry, let's go on. Point is, you missed it. Let's go to the next question. I don't like Coke. Can I explain the squeeze with AMC and GameStop? There is no squeeze going on with either stock. It is people, retail investors, 30 million of you, 50 million of you that are buying shares, and it's going up. It's supply and demand. If there's only 1 million shares or 10 million shares out there and somebody wants 3 million of them, they're willing to pay a certain amount. They pay up to $16. They pay up to $18. They pay up to $20. They pay up to $29. If everybody's buying at the same time, it forces the price up. I mentioned that before. Supply and demand forces it up. People are willing to pay more. That's why you take profit. When I gave my alert today on AMC at $29 and change, 56, 29, 56, I said, get the hell out, run for cover. I saw it one time to 26. You guys might explode it after hours. It's no saying. The Reddit guys, you can push AMC to 50. But my movie theater was closed. Can I explain what happened with GameStop? So GameStop seems to have real valuation now. Again, it's the same thing. If people decide in one day they all want to buy GameStop, it'll go up 10%, 20%, 50%. Who knows? The point is, as soon as people start selling it, okay? And now when GameStop had that run, right? I bought it $300 and sold it $400 3 different times. I made $30,000 on GameStop. $300 for each time. I got so nervous. I was like, I can't believe I'm buying GameStop at $300, and then I sold it at $400. I didn't even sell max value. Max value was like $474 or something. All right, next question. So yeah, there's no squeeze going on. A squeeze is when somebody oversells a stock. It's when shorts get interested, and then people buy call options, and then they execute their call options. You have to be extremely sophisticated, have a whole team together to squeeze, or just have news outlets. If AMC could have done it at one point, if everybody executed their call options, which they don't. Thoughts on Torch? I hope it's above $2 for you, man. That's my one thought on it. I know it was like $4 at some point, or Yeah, Torchlight. Oh, 239. Okay, good for you. I'm happy for you. Let's look at the 1 month chart. So there's been a lot of demand ever since it bottomed at like probably 180, right? It's up to 239 now. So from 180 to 239, that's 60 cents. It's up 33% in the last 2 weeks. That's a heck of a move, all right? So be careful. Now, do I think Torch should go greater than that? I don't know. I don't really know what Torch does, but I'm telling you, it's getting a little frothy there, and I don't like cheap stocks that are $2 and $3. So if you make 33%, exit out. Now, if you exit out of Torch, here's what I would do. Exit out of Torch. Guess what I would do? If Torch goes back down to $1.70, I exit out at $2.39. It goes to $1.70. I'm buying again. You just save 70 cents. That's how you make 30%. Torch doesn't have to go up from whatever it is right now, another 60 cents to make 30%. No, you get out, and if it goes down 30%, now you get back in. You just increase your portfolio 30%. So don't think your stock only has to go up. There are ways to make money without your stock going up. You see it go up, you sell at the peak, it goes down 5%. You wait another day, it goes down 2%. Monday's red, it goes down 2%. You buy into it again. Guess what? You just saved 9%. The stock didn't go up, it went down. You got a better entry, and you saved 9%. You had 100 shares, now you have 109 shares. It's simple. Then you do that 11 times. Save 9% 11 times. You just doubled your portfolio, 100 to 200. Next question. These questions are great. They're helping me share lessons. These are the kind of lessons, small little steps, small grinds. It's all listed on my platform. I list my rules, my lessons, and all my lessons about psychology of trading. So I show you, and then I have examples on how to average, and I give you specific examples, $10 to $9, blah, 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 blah. What do I think a good time to be buy AMC puts? Yes, if you bought it at $29 today, we always plan in advance, okay? So if I'm telling you I think the spike is at $29, that's when you buy the put. Not once it spikes, because then everybody knows that's the spike. Everybody knows it's a spike at $29. Everybody knows that's the baseline to go over. People thought $20 was a baseline. When it passed 22 today, I knew it was going to be good. That's why I kept checking in. And when it got to $29, that's why I alerted. I said, get the heck out if you're there. Secure profit. It was too frothy. But no, I don't. That's risky. Anytime you're betting puts, what you're doing is you're playing roulette. Now, I tell you guys, it's always risk versus reward. You limit risk, you maximize reward. Oh, anybody could tell you that, Matt. Sure, I want to maximize reward too. No, but the point is you don't enter into risky stocks. You don't buy a stock when it's frothy like this. You wait till it bottomed. Once it bottomed or gave you a double bottom, you guys hear that term, double bottom, you're safer to go in. Maybe it'll triple bottom. Maybe your downside on the stock is 5 or 10%, where your upside might be 40%. Do you understand that? You have limited downside, better upside. Same with options. I enter an option. I pay a cheap price because it's selling for $2. I put in my bid at $1.60, meaning a 20% discount. When the stock drops, I get a 20% discount. The stock goes back up. Boom. I'm up 30%. 20% discount on the way down, 30% on the way up. Yes, the next question. I wouldn't buy puts. I don't like volatile stuff like that. Do you ever fear you're getting too big? And get out. No one can manipulate my calls. I thought somebody was making fun of me, but no, there are bulls and bears and everything makes sense. And I look for value stocks. So unlike other people where they're like telling you about a certain stock, I only see demand and volume. If I alert demand and volume, then it's there. There's no lying or manipulation about it. Yes, somebody could screw me and be like, here's demand and volume, and I'd buy into it, and then they short the heck out of it. But I'm not trading millions of dollars. I mean, all my positions are pretty much equal. I throw 5 or 10,000 here, 5 or 10,000. I get in, I get out. Everything's a plan. Everything is orchestrated. Always plan in advance. No. But I would love to get big. I'd love to just have like 1 million people understand how to trade better. So please share this with your friend. If you hear your friend or your teacher or your sister or whoever it is talking about stocks, it's 349 Trading. YouTube is free. All my videos are free. All you have to do is subscribe and you push the notification. And anytime I drop a video, boom, I'm here every day at 4:30. Boom, I do the same shit every day. I talk about the success. I mean, it's like so many days in a row, but I'm real. I'm transparent. That's the best thing about this. I'm no bullshit. I give you what it is. You either like me or you don't. Somebody didn't like me today. I said, go, buy, leave. I really don't care. It's not like you're paying me a lot of money. I'm not getting paid a lot of money. I do this because I have a love to educate. I want to share what I'm seeing. All right, $60 call for next week, eBay. Bid 55, ask 72. So right now the mid price is 63 cents. So what do? If you're going to put it in tomorrow, it's 63 cents right now. I would put it in probably at like 48 cents. If the market opens tomorrow and it drops, guess what? I just saved 20%. So yeah, But for next week, yeah, that's good. I would average out for next week. Next week is good. I like averaging out to maybe to June 18th. June 18th gives you a little more time. Why not next week? Next week's a 4-day holiday. What are we going to do on Monday? I don't know. You guys are going fishing. I know some people keep telling me that, which leaves you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Say the market sells off Tuesday for some reason because Jay Powell speaks about inflation or something. That leaves you Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So no, actually, I would average out longer. Go at least to June 18th, okay? Anybody that's averaging out on options that expire this week or next week, please, I'm begging you, go out to June 18th, okay? It's just safer. There's only going to be 3. By the time Thursday gets around next week, if you're down on your options, you're not going to want to hold your options till Friday. So instead of 4 days, now you're going to have 3 days. Again, Monday's a holiday. Friday, you're too scared, so you're going to sell on Thursday, and you're probably going to scare sell on Wednesday. Market crashes on Tuesday, you sell on Wednesday. It's a terrible idea. Give yourself more time. Don't stress yourself. Don't trade with emotion. Trade with math. Next question. These questions are great. I'm a conservative. Excellent. I'm sorry, I was gonna make a terrible joke. All right, you made $150 yesterday. Today you're planning ahead. You have $15,000 sitting in cash. I'm excited to learn you can be a little less conservative. Yes, but you can be conservative. Why? It's always easy to buy one option contract. If you buy one option contract because we tried to call the bottom and it drops 20%, guess what? You just spent like $200. When you spend your next $4,000, you're getting a better price. You know what the worst used to be? When I used to buy 200, 300, 400 contracts, and I would buy 200 at once because I know people are going to be alerted when I buy 200 contracts. So I'd buy 200 contracts and I would overpay. And then it would drop 40%. And then I'd buy another 200 contracts. And now I'm in for like 1,000 contracts at a ridiculous thing. And I'm doing this and it doesn't let me get max value because I'm so nervous to get my money out. It's just crazy. So yes, be smart, trade with money on the side, whatever your position is in options, whatever you're entering in. If you're entering in with $1,000, make sure you have at least 5 times that on the side for that option play. So if your first buy is $1,000, have $5,000 for that options for that trade. That's why I was telling the eBay guy that his first trade was $100 or $105. He needed to have $525. He said he had a small account, $200. You can't enter into the trade like that because you can't be a successful trader. Real quick fact. 90% of day traders, people that are active traders, are losing money. 90% of active traders are losing money. How is that possible? It's possible because they don't plan ahead and they don't do it the right way. That's what I'm trying to share with you. So please don't be part of that. Don't be part of that 90%. Be part of the 10% with me. All right, next question, man. Conservative is good. Next question, where am I from? I'm from New York City. I went to high school in the Bronx. I went to college in Pennsylvania. I worked for a hedge fund in high school. I worked for a hedge fund in other institutions out of college. I was always good at math. Back then, I got a perfect score on my math SAT. I was always 2 years ahead. I went to a specialized public school in New York City for math and science. That's about it for right now. Next question. New York City, I was from, but I haven't left South Florida for 10 years. I don't like New York. I like South Florida. I like shorts. I like laid back. Do I think Futu has more room to move? You sold your options last week. So you're wondering if you can get back into Futu. That's how I'm taking your question. Like, if you have money on the side right now, would I get into Futu? So, but it's Fubu, right? Because I said Futu, and that didn't come up. So, yeah, it went up again today, didn't it? Yeah. The chart looks good. I don't know how I can run. It looks like it can run at least to $28 or $29, which would be another 15%. But again, you have 2 solid days in a row that it made 8% today. It probably made 8% yesterday. So in my opinion, you're chasing a stock that just went up 15 or 16%. It's a terrible idea. Yes, it could go up another 15%, but it's a terrible idea. And I hope you understand that, Daniel. There are better things to get in. Again, it's always about safety. Anytime a stock like this goes up 15%, if there's a red day, either tomorrow or let's say Tuesday when we return from the long holiday, it could crash 14% in one day. And say you go into options, guess what? Your options are down like 80%. It would be a terrible idea. All right, next question. Not that it's a bad stock. Again, you have 5 contracts at eBay at 61, averaging 98. What should you put as a sell price? You're still learning. Everybody gets to pick their own sell price. So right now, obviously, they're probably lower than that. It's probably like 80 cents or 75 cents, like that. But I would say with that decline in eBay and they expire next week, I would probably put it in for like a 30% gain. So I'd put my sell price at $1.30. If it doesn't sell tomorrow, guess what I'm going to do on Tuesday? $1.30. If it doesn't sell on Tuesday, $1.30 Wednesday, $1.30 Thursday. Then I might look at it and say, should I reevaluate? Okay. If you do anything different than that, if I had done anything different than that with NET, today, I would have sold too cheap. I made profit. I made like 80% on NET today. Something ridiculous like that because I plan ahead. I put in my order and I check during the day. When it spiked, it hit. I could have made more, but I'm happy. I made 80%. It's like a cash register. You put in the order, it executes. You put in the order, it executes. There's no brain power to it. Stop thinking you're smarter than everybody else. You're not. You just put in the order, it executes. You pick a percentage you want to make. If you're playing with options, you take the percentage the price you paid, $4.80, so $480 per contract. You multiply it by 1.6, right? Because you want to make 60%. That's how you get your exit price. You put it in. We did that with coin. What did I buy coin for? My coin options, $9.50. Then you guys got in at $8.50 and $7.70. Remember what I sold it at? $21 per contract, which is $2,100. I paid $9.50, $950. I sold it for $21. I planned ahead. I tried to get $26.50. It spiked all the way to $26. So it came so close, and I lost $2,500 more that I could have made because I got greedy. So yeah, sometimes you're too greedy. 20% is good, 40% is good. Next question. You're figuring it out, Russ. Matt, can I do some long-term plays as in leaps? Yes, I've been giving these out all week. You can check my spreadsheet. I like Delta Airlines. Why? Because Delta's going to be $65 by August, September, October. So yeah, Delta, Carnival. I like cruise ships. Go that long. What else? I like Facebook. You take Facebook out till leap year. Facebook will be 400 and change next year. All Facebook does is print money. I don't use Facebook. I hate Facebook. But the stock prints money. Every time they have earnings, they're like supposed to earn like $12 a share, and they're like, we earn $19 per share. Yes, they crush it every time. Long-term plays. That's what you want to look for. Solid plays like that. I like Roku long-term. ROKU. Why? Because they're in everything streaming. And that's where we are. We're streaming society now. Next question. By the way, my water's going. What do I think about Doordash? I think they're probably – so Doordash, like a lot of stocks, what's the true valuation? Does Doordash make any money? Probably not. They probably don't make any money. So if your stock doesn't make any money like Airbnb or Doordash and it has a valuation, I think Airbnb had a valuation of some ridiculous thing. Oh, Doordash made a good move today. I'd be selling. It's at $152. So it's Doordash's valuation. Sorry, that's what I was looking for. Is $48 billion. Do they make money? No, they don't make money, and Doordash is worth $48 billion. So what do you think? Does it make sense to own Doordash? They're worth $48 billion. They don't make any money. No, I wouldn't be in Doordash. That's all I need to look. I would sell it. It spiked. It was $120. It's $152. So you literally just made like 27% in 3 days. Sell it. Take your profit, move on. Take your profit. This is what we do over and over again. Take your profit, move on. Next question, please. You guys are awesome. Holding 350 of your 500 Microvision. You're in at $1.84. You've taken profit at $6.50 to pay for the investment total. And again, at 24. Buyout has been closed for the last year. Am I crazy for holding? Okay. All that information is good. But yes, you're crazy if you're holding, because if you bought this stock, Microvision, at $1.84 and it tapped out at $24, yeah, you should have been out at $20 just to be safe. I'm going to look where it is right now, but I'm going to guess it's in the lower teens, right? 1583. Okay. So 1583, the volume is gone. Ever since there was volume that pushed it to $26, volume's gone. So yeah, there's inflow and outflow. It looks like a good chart, but it looks like it's going to take time unless there's some news. So I wouldn't be holding this. I would have took profit. It's up 7% today. If you take profit today and it falls 7% tomorrow, you could buy back your shares and increase your portfolio 7%. That's why it's always good to take profit. If you take profit and something goes down and you still like it, you could buy back in. So you're crazy for holding. You're holding for a long time. So I don't know. Chart looks okay. Let's go to the 1 month chart. It looks good. It could probably spike back up, but I don't think it's going back to $20. So I would take my profit. I'd get out of there. That's just me. Next question, man. You guys are great questions. Why do I keep saying that? I have no clue. I must want a cigarette. Okay, you secured major profit yesterday. Today was nice to see your account without adding money to it. Yes, if you have to add money to your account to make it go higher, you're trading the wrong way. That's simple fact. Start slow. It's better to be safe than sorry. I know your parents say that shit, right? Have the money on the side. Use the rules. 25%. You have $1,000, $1,000 on the side. Use $250 for your first play. If it goes down, we know what to do. $250 for your second play. Just invest smartly. That's all I'm trying to teach. Tony's saying congratulations to everybody. Next question. There are a lot of great plays today. By the way, huge returns today. Thoughts on Roadblock puts? No. People like Roblox. My kids like Roblox. Maybe it can go up to like $120. The point was, I was in at 65. I got out at 92. I made 44%. I was done with it. I don't care about Roblox anymore. Good luck to anybody who has it, but I don't get involved with puts on something. It's like swimming against the tide, right? Who swims upstream besides for salmon? Nobody. It's like fighting a losing battle. Roadblocks is going up like 7% today, and I couldn't understand why, but I wouldn't want to buy puts. Heck no. No way, man. All right, next question. Just don't live dangerously. Matt, do you use cash account or a margin account? I use both, but I always have cash on the side. I never have a margin call because there's always cash on the side. I was in 2 weeks ago, I had 71.4% of my money in cash. Now I have 43%. Okay, so there's always cash. Now I don't cheat you guys, meaning on my spreadsheets, when I sell, I'll sell a position so I can buy a different position. I know you guys don't have endless cash, so I don't give stock alerts like here's a stock, here's a stock, here's a stock, here's a stock, average down, average down, average down. No, I follow the rules. If I buy a position, I buy 4 positions total. So I buy my first one, it goes down 25%. I mean 10%. I buy a second. I buy a third. I buy a fourth. Sometimes, like on AI, I'll cheat. Plug, I cheated. I bought like 8 positions, 16 positions. EBON, I have a lot of positions. So hopefully that helps you. Next question, please. Doesn't matter. PDD. Oh, I don't know that one. PDD. What is? I think I know it's PDD. Is that the Chinese company? Yes. Chinese company. I would get rid of it right now. Why? The other day it was up 6% pre-market, and I'm like, oh, this might turn around. It went from up 6% to down 4%. I think it was down yesterday again on heavy selling, and today volume and selling and outflow looks terrible. So I don't know why they're killing this company, but it looks like crap. I would get the heck out. I'd run for it, Tony. And I'm sorry. In fact, if you'd pointed this out 2 days ago, I would say we made a short at it, and we probably would have killed it. It was as high as, 130. It's 119 now. That's a big move. That's like a 9.5% move. In options play, that would be like 90%. Get out of it, Tony. I'm sorry, man. It looks like crap. Next question. And if the market actually goes down, you get it. Do the dividends hurt eBay? Somebody took the dividends. It pushed the stock up eBay, and they took profit. Somebody sold $6 million worth of eBay at the end of the day. That's why it went down. Again, that's why we buy options out. So, yeah, I think it'll recover unless there's news. If there's news that I don't know about, I'll check into it. I'll let you guys know. Next question, please. Airbnb looks hot. Well, you guys just told me Doordash moved up from 120 to 152, which is 32 points, which is like 27%. So I wouldn't be surprised if Airbnb, and I'm going to look it up, but if it moved 27% again, it's going to move with Doordash. It's going to move with all this stuff. Yeah, there was major buying today. It moved 6% to the higher side. Major buying after some selling. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing with Airbnb. It either bottomed, meaning they figured out the valuation of Airbnb was finally correct, which the value of Airbnb, just so everybody knows, it has a market cap of $85 billion. They lose $16 per year, okay, on average. $16. They have a market cap of $85 billion. Where do you think Airbnb is going? You think it's going to $300? You think this company is worth $170 billion? So, yes, it might look hot. The chart might look good, but I'm a realist, man. This company's not worth $84 billion. That's just the dumbest thing. I stay at your place because you're out of town. What if I steal something? Next question, please. You have anything good at your place? You have cookies? I like cookies. What do you think of OXY? That's the stock that got beat up at some point. OXY, Occidental, right? Okay, it got beat up. Yes, OXY looks good. Yeah. I mean, it looks good. It would have been great if you got in it yesterday, if you asked this question yesterday. Actually, the chart looks really good. Now, I'm looking at OXY. I'm looking at the 3-month chart. So anybody that wants to look at with me and see what I'm seeing, rather than just hearing me say that, OXY 3-month chart. So you look at it. So it goes like this, and it spikes, and then came back down, and it spikes again. The point is, it has a higher low, meaning the first time it spiked, it was low. The next time it spiked down, it was a little bit higher. So that's like a stepward movement. Every time it goes down, it's a little higher, and every time it goes higher, it goes higher. So the point is, it looks like staircase. Yeah, I like it. I'm not going to add it to my list because I don't think it can peak more than like another 10%. Yeah, I mean, it looks like pretty frothy right here. If it's a good market, you might get another $2 out of it. But I'd be selling that stock at $28. Always have a plan of entry and exit. All right, next question, please. UVXY, do I have no. I don't like buying puts. Normally, I wouldn't buy a put. We only got involved with the UVXY because it spiked 2 times. It spiked. We bought puts. We made money. It spiked. We bought puts. We made money. Actually, we did it 3 times. Remember the first time we made 300%, 200%. The next time we made 140%. And this last time I made 101%, 79%. Some of you people had like 212%. The point is, you only buy UVXY puts when it spikes. If the market falls off, if inflation happens, if something happens to world events, that's terrible. You guys are great. Anybody that missed questions, I'm sorry. Come tomorrow. Have a great evening, everybody. Peace.